It's Jamie, and this is the first time I am doing a video about myself. Wait, okay, there we go. And I'm just gonna kind of get all the intros out of the way, but I kind of don't want to do that because not everybody wants to, you know, introduce themselves just yet. But yeah, my name is Jamie. I am 24 years old. Please ignore the noise outside. My pronouns are Zir. It's spelled Z-E, and then the slash C-I-R. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself. As I said, I'm 24 years old. My role-in system is PTSD holder, protector, and symptom holder. Basically, a little bit about my role is that I hold most PTSD, so that way, well, me and others, you'll learn about them, you'll tell them about themselves like later on. Basically, me and a few others hold the most PTSD, which is also a downfall for me because I'm also the system's protector. So I front whenever I want, but when it comes to the system being in danger, if me and other protectors front, and if not, I'm already usually fronting or I'm close by. And that's kind of where there's a downfall in that, because being a PTSD holder means I'm dealing with flashbacks as well. So there are times where I have a hard time doing my job as a protector when it's needed, only because I also experience flashbacks of the when triggered, and sometimes I accidentally get front stuck because of that trigger. So I'm not able to switch out anyone. So that's the downside. I am lesbian. My sexuality is definitely lesbian, so I kind of identify with the body sexuality. And so if I keep looking different places, I'm not the best when it comes to the whole camera thing. I'm really not. Talking about myself is still something I'm trying to get used to as well. Yeah. And what else? I'm not usually wearing this outfit. I don't know why. I mean, I kind of like it. It says, I don't know what the top says, but the bottom says nothing but positive energy. That's what we're working on, as well with healing. So with that, it's a work in progress. A lot has actually happened, which I'm not gonna share a lot that's happened because some of it is very traumatic as well. All I'm just gonna say is that we have moved from our toxic environment, and it started out okay because we don't know anybody here, so now we're trying to work on ourselves more. So we're trying to get back into the things we love. Me, I love drawing. I draw portraits of people, not really of people, but like I just draw people in general. So I'm working on bettering my art. I love to draw. I love painting. I read here and there, It's not that bad. Trust me, it's not that bad. Reading is not that bad. I try to front when no one's not fronting, or when our primary host is, for those of you who don't know, Ashton is no longer our primary host, and they are not a host at all. Actually, they are our system's caretaker. Well, one of our caretakers, because Ashton doesn't want to admit it, but they can take care of kids very well, as well as the others. They felt that it's more fitting for them. They do front when it's like little kids in the outer world, like our little brother. But in the inner world, they also helped with littles, because again, they are more littles than we thought. And when the middles, when they are also in the inner world, we help them out. At least the ones are like 12 and younger, at least. Well, 12 to 14, I would say, for the middles. Because some of them, they do have roles. So Ashton and the others are trying to help them as well with their roles and adjusting to the roles that they have. As for littles, they're, cuddly. They love cuddles. Actually, they love cuddles. They love hugs. When they come out, sometimes they come out around, sorry, I'm like very nervous. They come out around other children, so they will play with the children in the outer world. So that's why they were front. Or like if their favorite, or they're like watching something that's like kid related that's already on, which we found out some of our littles actually love children's shows like Bluey and like old childhood shows. So that's fun. And Roblox. I also love Roblox. Anyways, but yeah. It was supposed to be just an update about myself, but why not give a little bit update about our life as a system? So yeah, that's pretty much what what's been going on. It's so much more going on, but we're not really going to talk about all of it, because like I said, we're not as comfortable as sharing stuff like that's happened, which is valid, because not everybody's okay with that, and we're definitely not going to be okay with that for like a while. So it's like, for me, I'm trying to get used to going outside more. I'm trying to, because I love nature, I love the trees. I like bugs, they're interesting, but the problem is I'm usually co-fronting, so I can't exactly, like, certain bugs I'm not too interested in, because that's just gonna freak me out, and I'm just like, what the heck? So yeah, it's like that. But I do like bugs. I do like the outdoors. I love how bright and sunny it is today. I love the trees. I love that it's warm finally. Yeah, I'm not really a summer or winter person. I prefer spring because it's warm. I love the rainy days because it's like I get to stay in, I get to work on my drawings, I get to help the system have their little sanctuary a little bit more comfortable, which I'm still working on, by the way. Still working on it. I would say we're trying to figure out our life, which is totally still in process, because like we are in therapy. Once more, I'm shaking the bed so much. we are in therapy once more, and we finally found a therapist who recognized us for who we are and is helping us with healing, which we are so grateful for, because she understands that we're not faking anything. We are literally just trying our best to understand our disorder, and we are still learning about it as we heal from our past trauma and a few current trauma, new trauma, I guess. I don't know. We are learning what triggers us in a negative way, in a positive way. We are working on telling our family that we are system, and fingers crossed they don't take it as oh, you're faking, or it's just your depression, or you know, X, Y, and Z, all that, which is honestly the worst thing. That is what is not, I wouldn't say it's the worst thing, it's just something that we expect too many times, and we're just like tired of hearing it. So when our therapist was like, yeah, I understand, I you know, got some, hold on. Excuse me. Yeah, we have a bit of allergies. We are definitely, I wouldn't say sick, just because it's just, that's just the downside of spring, is that we have to deal with our allergies because it's allergy season. Yay. We are still learning about ourselves, of course, as we always are, have been doing since 17, actually. We had a few system members birthdays who came up. I am actually working on drawing everyone, or attempting to draw everyone in the system, because there's a lot of people in the system. And not only that, we recently discovered that we have a side system or subsystem, which is basically an alter with DID. I'm not going to share the name of that because this alter is also a new alter of the system, and they would all want exactly be on camera yet, because they are in the range of a middle alter. Yeah, they are in range of being a middle alter, so they may have an adult with them if they want to talk about, well, that's actually with all of our middles, because we don't mind, well, if you're younger, well, for us, if they're younger for 12 younger than 12, we don't exactly let them be on camera at all. We don't even give their name or anything, for their own safety, of course. Still around 12, if they're still like at 12, we still don't let them, because honestly, we feel like the safest for them to be at least fronting or like use social media would be like, we're okay with them, we're okay with sharing their name. We're just not okay with them like having social media, even though bodily speaking we have social media at 12. And for this reason is why we don't want them to be on social media at 12. If some who are 13, like 13 and up, like 13 to, I want to say 15, we're okay with them having social media or even being present on social media and stating that they're fronting. However, the only difference is that there has to be an adult with them co-fronting, at least co-fronting. Like myself, Ashton, Akiro, Kai, Onyx, basically any adult, or like Nico. Percy can pretty much just go. He's not really an adult yet. Percy's not really an adult yet, but because Percy is nearly 18, we allow Percy to be on social media. So if Percy wants to introduce himself, he can without well, we're still going to be close by in case of anything, but we won't be that close. We just gonna kind of like watching from a distance because Percy's still a minor, but he's not like really young to the point where we have to stand by and make sure that nothing happens. We'll still be watching from a distance in case if Percy does need us to be there. So we will ask Percy, or like anyone who's like that around that age, like 15 and older, if they want us there, we'd be happy to be there. We're not gonna say no. We're definitely not gonna say no. And if they don't, then they don't. We're okay with that. We're okay with introducing them to social media. We're okay with them fronting by themselves if they want to. But younger than that, no. Littles is definitely a no. Absolutely not. No. Middles, we're okay with middles, just not the ones who are 12. Like if they're like 12 and younger, no. Well, younger than 12 is absolutely no. No, not at all. No. But 12, it's a maybe. It's only a maybe because it's, if they want to, we have no problem with it. However, we're just a bit more cautious. And that's how we're always going to be, because we're protective of our system and our littles and middles. We don't want our littles, we kind of don't want to expose them to social media at all. Our middles, maybe just a little bit. And then once they reach like 15 or something, then if they want to, they can introduce themselves. But for right now, I mean, if they want to talk up front on camera and they hit the age of 15, that's fine. That's fine with me. It's fine with all the other adults in the system. But yeah, that's pretty much what I want to say. It was nice meeting you guys, and thank you so much for listening to me ramble on about myself. We're trying to post regularly. We have there's been a lot bit on our plate lately, so we haven't really gotten to vlogging, so I am honestly excited for what we got planned next, and hopefully, like, this becomes a regular thing, we really do like vlogging a lot. Because we're trying to like get back into it, find things that we love doing collectively, because collectively we do love cosplay, we do love vlogging about our life, we love, you know, just being on camera. That's surprising because we are the most well, most of us are antisocial, but they would do this, they will do this if it's just like recording in a quiet space like me. Like what I'm doing now, I talk freely when recording in a quiet space when no one's watching me, because we tried when somebody was in the room, it was kind of hard and made us uncomfortable, so we don't really talk much, which I'm sure you guys noticed when we cosplayed as Miku. So it was like very quiet because our sister or roommates, whatever she wants to be called, we call our sister because she's like very close to us. I thought I had to sneeze. Oh, UPS truck is here. Sorry, I got distracted. But yeah, that's pretty much what it. Thanks for being here. I've been rambling for like 20 minutes now. It's fun because I like this. I definitely like this. I am definitely glad that whose idea was it? Ashton definitely decided that this would be a good thing to do when we're at least like home alone. We are technically, at least when we're not around people. So yeah, I don't want to take and get too much water. It's so weird. Yeah, this little habit thing that Ash does a lot, be like, oh, thank you guys for much watching, or like, I'm just fine. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not. That's not me. That's not me at all. I'm not gonna say that. So yeah, bye guys.